Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my July 2023 pop-up live stream. So I appreciate you all tapping in if you're able to join. If you just stumbled upon the channel for some crazy reason, and if this is your first time here, make sure that you like and subscribe and ring the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. So uh, I'm excited to kind of pop on and chat with you guys. As always, I'm terrible at scheduling these things in advance. We were out camping this weekend and got back a little bit early, so decided to swing by here and spend a little time catching up with you guys. Um, and with that being said, as always, you can pop up into the chat if you want to chat, or I did drop a link if you want to join the panel. If you're going to join the panel, though, just a reminder that you'll have to be one of my trusted friends in order for me to let you into the live chat panel. But yeah, I think that sets the ground rules. As usual as well, if you're jumping in here, you can absolutely drop your channel link, which you can do a few ways. You can actually just paste in your channel link, or as you can see below, you can type that hashtag new friend, all as one word, and hashtag new friend will also drop your link. So that way anybody will be able to check out your channel. So yeah, that's about that though in a nutshell. So we got a few people flowing in. Controller God, thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you saying hello. Outdoors with Den, thank you for dropping in. Really appreciate you saying hello. So sending you a wave. And we got Smoking Outdoors here in the house. So howdy, Smoking Outdoors. Thank you for joining in as well. Hope you guys are all having a really good weekend here up in Canada. The Saturday was Canada Day, so this is our Canada Day long weekend, and I know my friends south of the border are celebrating Independence Day, July 4th tomorrow. So I know that there's long weekends all around. So I cracked a cold one for my Canadian, my American friends. So cheers to y'all, and thanks for tapping in. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, we were out doing some camping over the weekend. So we took out the trailer and spent Friday night, Saturday night, and I came home yesterday afternoon. So Friday night, Saturday night, came home yesterday afternoon. And we were doing some camping, but the weather conditions were the pits. It was quite rainy, fairly windy, and just some intermittent breaks in the weather. So we could have stayed one more night, but decided to roll out of there a little bit earlier. Just because at the end of the day, it's not a whole lot of fun just to stand around under the awning of the trailer and kind of hide from the rain. So ended up pulling the chute a little bit earlier, came home and kind of packed it up. But had a good couple nights there anyway. So it was nice to get out with the trailer and spent some time out there with some friends as well, and did some fishing. We got that Seahawk 4 boat out on the lake, and we were lucky enough to get our first fish up into it. So pretty exciting stuff that way as well. Um, just catching up here. I see that we got a few more friends tapping in that I want to make sure I'm saying hello to. So Average Joe True North, nice to see you tapping in. Appreciate you swinging by, my friend. And you will see that Average Joe's testing out that Nightbot for us. And so you'll see Average Joe's link there. So go check out Average Joe. I guess I'll tell you a little bit about Average Joe, his page. So Average Joe used to be known around the community as Average Joe MRE, but his channel has evolved here over the last few months. Now he's known as Average Joe, sorry, True North. So what you're going to see on his page are some older MRE reviews, but lately he's been doing a bunch of different kind of cooking, some Dutch oven cooks, some barbecue cooks, all sorts of stuff. Lately we've seen him driving around in his new truck. He's on some hikes now, so definitely seen a lot of cool diversity from his channel. But for the MRE purists and those fans of that kind of stuff, I know Average Joe said he's going to be going back to doing some MRE reviews here soon too. So if you haven't checked out Average Joe's page, definitely give him a link. He's been a really great friend here of DC Outdoors for a long time, and yeah, I appreciate you checking him out. I hope you had a nice Canada Day too, my friend. Yeah, I was just saying we went out and tried to take advantage of the Canada Day long weekend by doing some camping, but unfortunately it was one of the wetter Canada Days that I remember on record. So we had rain off and on pretty much all day Saturday, rain Friday night. It rained actually pretty crazy through Friday night into Saturday. We had a few breaks in the day on Saturday, so we were able to take the boat out. But then it again rained throughout the evening, and the forecast for Sunday was 100% chance of rain, and they were calling for more rain today. So we ended up packing up after breakfast and getting out of there a little early. It was a pretty soggy cleanup, rolling up the awning, cleaning up the little mat in front of the trailer, putting all that stuff away in the rain is never a fun thing. So we ended up, cleaning up a little bit earlier and bringing it back home, unfortunately. But it was still nice to have a few nights sleep out there in the trailer. And like I said, we took out the boat. My son got a couple of walleye up into the boat for the first couple trips, so that was a lot of fun, anyways. Drunken Chef Barbecue, howdy, howdy. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you swinging by. And we got Vanessa Kitty in the house, so saying hello to you, Vanessa. Thank you for joining in. Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures, Jamie, good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully, you're off to a good weekend. I don't know if you guys get to take advantage of a long weekend. I know July 4th is tomorrow on Tuesday, so I don't know if you guys all had today off as well and you get a nice 4-day weekend, or if you just had the weekend off and maybe had today as a work day and celebrate tomorrow. But yeah, let me know. I always wondered how that works if the holiday falls on a weekday for you. Oh my God, it's 7-Step Survival. Dusty, good to see you, brother. I was wondering about you. I haven't seen you putting out any content the other day, and I know you were busy doing your work that you are and doing some roofing and stuff like that. But it's sure nice to see you back around, and we're hoping we can see some of your content soon. Definitely, you're an entertaining guy, so it's nice to see you back around here, and appreciate you tapping in. And we got SoFlo Outdoors in the house. Howdy, howdy, SoFlo. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Appreciate it. So Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventure says he has to work today. So that's a bummer. So I guess so today would be a work day, and then tomorrow is probably your day off. So hopefully you didn't have to work, too hard. You're very welcome. Happy 4th of July indeed. Yeah, it's fun when our long weekends overlap. Like I said, we had Canada Day on Saturday. Yeah, I know you guys got July 4th tomorrow. So it's neat when our holidays overlap like that. But yeah, we had, camping out at the campground. We stayed in a provincial park. So that one is basically regulated by the provincial government, I guess, if you will, managed by them. Definitely had a lot of enforcement, like in the sense of basically local provincial park workers, but also conservation officers driving around to make sure everybody was kind of following the rules. It was much less rowdy than I thought it would be. Usually long weekends are pretty crazy with people bumping music and kind of staying out late and stuff. But I don't know if it was the rain or just the enforcement, but it was a lot quieter than I thought it would be for a long weekend. It was funny because on Canada Day night, so Saturday night, we heard a few fireworks off in the distance, but we couldn't see them anywhere, which is always disappointing. It's nice to see the fireworks, not just hear them. Yeah, nonetheless, interesting camping out on the long weekends. Sold my company, moved to Florida. Holy smokes, brother. That's good. Hopefully you're doing good. Enjoying some nice warm weather out in Florida. We're going to miss you, feeding the squirrels on your MRE tree. I always got a chuckle of that one when you open up an MRE package and then dump some of the food out for your squirrel guests. And it's funny, that's about as close as a set I think that you'll ever, see on somebody doing an MRE review. But hopefully you get back at it soon, man. I really miss your sense of humor and the fun that you have. SoFlo is also a guy from out in the Florida area. You guys can make some connections. Heading to watch fireworks now. Just popped to say hi, show love, brother. Keep pressing forward. Thanks, Jamie. Enjoy your fireworks, man. Hopefully you got some good weather out your way, and appreciate you always for your ongoing support and for tapping in here tonight. And 7-Step Survival says, gracias. Yeah, so it was fun to get out. Like I said, we took the boat out a few times. Still trying to get the kinks out of that one. So we picked up that little Seahawk 4 Intex inflatable boat. It's billed as a 4-man boat. I bought it used through Facebook Marketplace. Took it out for a first trip a couple weekends ago with me and both boys, and then on the weekend here, I took it out just with one of my kids at a time, and definitely getting some of the kinks out. It has these little silly inflatable seats that did us no value. It's like sitting on a balloon or kind of sitting on a beach ball, which isn't really comfortable at all. And we found we were just taking them out from under us, and they were just taking up space in the boat. So we ended up dropping those things out to buy a little bit more space, condensing some equipment down, and worked out a little bit better for us. But I found that they had a little hole in it, which is unfortunate. I guess the nice thing about the rain is from leaving the boat out overnight. Um, when I checked it up in the morning, you could see the air hissing out of it. So dried it off, patched it up, and seems to be holding the air still. So a little bit annoying to kind of come across that, but that's what happens when you buy a secondhand boat. But the patch is holding good, and we're just learning how to use it as we go. But yeah, it worked okay for trolling. Like I said, we caught a couple walleye while we were trolling about on it, but we still have to be really careful with the space and how we pack the gear. As a matter of fact, I actually had one of my fishing rods that we lost. My fault. I had it sort of propped up in one of the oar holders. It has like these little circles that kind of can fit the oar for rowing, right? And I ran the rods through there when we were launching the boat. We got it on the water and looked around, and sure enough, couldn't find the rod anymore. So must have knocked it out of the boat when we were launching. So that's the one thing with these little boats and these inflatables is we really got to learn the nuances of the equipment, because it's easy to lose stuff. It's easy to have too much stuff in there. And the more stuff you have, the more stuff you're likely to lose, and the harder it is to use the boat. So kind of just working our way through that one, and figuring stuff out as we go. Catch up on the comments here. It's all good. I feed the squirrels on my porch here. That's good to see, Dustin. That's great, buddy. Yeah, wherever you got snacks, the squirrels will follow. So Flo's asking where you ended up in Florida. Rocker Something Reviews, thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you swinging by. Means a lot to have you here. So Flo saying hi to Rock. So it's nice to see some connections already made. As always, though, guys, like I was saying a little bit earlier, you guys might want to check out some new friends here on the channel. So take a couple minutes as well to check out each other's content. Like I said, you can drop your own links down in the comment box if you want to, but you're also welcome to type in that hashtag new friend, which should share out your channel. It allows everyone to kind of click it quite easily that way. I don't know if you guys are having any beers, enjoying a cold one. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'm rocking this Death Wave. Sorry about the glare. Death Wave lager from a local brewery called Sea Change. Nice crisp beer. Rock or Something sharing out his channel link. So there's Rock or Something's link. I think as you guys share your channel links, I'll kind of share a little bit about your channel, and kind of give a little bit of commentary on what you're checking out. So Rock or Something Reviews is a pretty cool MRE review channel. Cool thing about Rock's channel is many MRE reviewers, including yours truly, kind of has our mugs on the camera where we're chatting about everything, kind of talking up, how something tasted or what something looked like, or the different textures of the different food. Rock or Something Reviews approach is very, very different. What you're going to see is like super cinematic, I guess, cinematography. He's really putting a lot of effort into filming his MRE reviews, and they are done over top of music. So there's no talking, there's no BS. It's literally just like pictures of the items in the meal, and then sometimes you might see a thumbs up or thumbs down, as he goes through different items in the MRE review. But one of my favorite shots that you'll see on a Rock or Something review is when he pours in the drink powder into a glass, and then you see it kind of like mushroom cloud up into the glass, and he stirs it and just zooms in on all those little granulars mixing around. And you could just tell he puts a ton of effort into his reviews and his videos. So I encourage you guys to check out Rock or Something review. But the other thing I guess I'll mention as well, that if you are checking out somebody's channel, make sure you go over to it. Make sure you spend a few minutes and truly take the time to watch their video. Otherwise, what you're going to find is, you might click that friend button thinking that you just made a new friend, but what will happen is the friendship won't stick. It'll kind of click in. They might see your friendship for a day, and then it'll just like simply disappear. So, the big thing that I encourage is, if you are going to go check out some new friends as a result of this, go take a few minutes. Even if you leave this live stream to bounce over to their channel, go bump over, check out a video, leave a comment, leave a like, and just make sure that friend sticks. But yeah, go check out Rock or Something reviews, especially if you're into MRE reviews. But I've seen a lot of like different backpacking food reviews too, dehydrated meals, and all sorts of stuff like that. Average Joe saying hello to Rock. Nice to see some familiar friends saying hello. Oops, shared that one already. SoFlo is dropping his link. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit about SoFlo Outdoors. So what I understand about SoFlo Outdoors is basically what you're going to see is fishing and hunting adventures, basically from Florida. So I've seen all sorts of different stuff, definitely fishing, but I think lately I've seen a few videos with different kind of duck hunting, which has kind of been the flavor of the last few episodes. And I'm just looking through his videos to see if I missed anything. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Teal duck hunting, cold fronts in Florida, all sorts of stuff there kind of in the Florida and the Florida Everglades region. Pretty cool. He did some gator hunting, which is crazy, and some fishing. So definitely SoFlo Outdoors. I think you and I have been connected now for must have been over a year. I know I don't see the videos coming quite as regularly as they once were, SoFlo, so I hope to see you back at it, and making those videos, because I sure enjoy watching them. It was funny because I was watching some of your duck hunting videos, and I think I was telling you last time that my son and I were watching them together, and he really wants to get out and chase some ducks this fall. So well, I hope you're doing well. Sometimes taking a break is good, and but anyways, I hope that you're back making some videos, man, because we miss seeing you. Rock or Something saying hi back to Joe. Nice. Woo! SoFlo's picking up Rock or Something reviews. That's nice to see. Nice to see some new connections being made. Nice to see some new friends being made. All right, we got another link share here. So Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures. Maybe before I talk about that channel, I'll let you guys know too, I did pin the link for the panel. So if anybody wants to jump up, chat with me, you can definitely do that. I'm only going to be allowing folks that I recognize, have a connection with, and trust up onto the panel. If you're going to jump up on the panel, feel free to kind of chat a little bit more about your channel, put some context around what you do and what you're all about. But yeah, otherwise though, what I think I'll do is, as you guys share some of your channel links out, I'll add a little bit of commentary as to what you might see when you're checking out some new friends content. So like I mentioned, there's the link for Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures. So Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures. I don't think that was your initial name when we first connected, Jamie. I feel like that's evolved over time, but basically what you're going to see here is really with what his title is. So on Lower Michigan Hiking Camping Adventures, you're going to basically see camping, hiking, fishing, bushcrafting, some stealth camping, all sorts of stuff. You're going to see some gear reviews, cooking, just a ton of cool stuff. I got to admit too that Jamie's been a really good friend, not only here on YouTube, but he's very, very active as well on Twitter and on Facebook. So Jamie and I have been connected quite a bit on there, and He's a really good guy, somebody who's definitely helped me out, sharing out videos and stuff like that on Twitter and driving some folks my way. And we've connected back and forth through, Facebook and all that good stuff. So, really good variety channel. I think almost similar in essence to, my channel in that sort of sense. So, like I said, if you like the variety channel of outdoor content, definitely check out Lore, Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures. You can't go wrong. Jamie's a salt of the earth guy, and like I said, a really good friend for you to connect with. Hope I did a good job on that one. Rock or something. Thank you for that. I actually do put great amounts of effort in. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, you definitely do, and you could tell. I admire the effort that you put in, and the camera angles you put in, and the quality of it is really top notch. And you've been putting out a ton of videos, man. Like several a week, which is crazy. And another thing of consideration is it's not cheap to buy MREs. It's not cheap to buy backpacking meals. So not only are you putting in like a high level of effort in the quality of the content, but I mean, you're obviously putting out a considerable expense, in just buying the things to which you're reviewing. So, kudos to you for the job that you're doing. Nice to see some connections being made, which is awesome. Cheers to that. When it's duck hunting season is around, I go all out with that. Definitely some more stuff to come. Picked up a crawfish trap. Oh, sweet. That'll be fun to see how that goes for you. The duck hunting is definitely of interest for me. I just always worried that if I shoot a duck and it lands in a pond or something, I didn't know how I would ever begin to recover it, right? So one of the nice little things about buying that inflatable boat is it's small enough for me to pack out to the truck. I can oar it out just with the paddles and the oars. So I might actually consider duck hunting and just leaving that thing in the truck. And if we drop some ducks and they land in a pond, I can at least recover them with the inflatable boat. So that opens up a few things for me. And like I said, it's my little inflatable boat maybe weighs 40 pounds. So it's not incredibly heavy to drag out there in the woods if I need to use it for game recovery. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to mute for a second. I'm dealing with a runny nose a little bit here, and I don't want to catch y'all off guard here. Sorry about that. Late to the party. Nah, James, you're not late, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for tapping in. Happy belated Canada Day. Nice to see you here. SoFlo, how are you doing with the watch hours? We are getting so close. I'll take a look right now and tell you guys where I'm at live here, I guess. And as you guys know, this stuff kind of shoots up and shoots down, and sometimes the hours go up and then they might drop a little bit, but I'm close. So of the 4,000 watch hours, I'm at 3,865. So I only need 130 some hours to go. So we're getting super duper close with the watch hour. So I know I had some friends binge watching over the last few days, and always means a lot. If you haven't watched the videos before, definitely you can click on the all videos playlist. But I've also sorted things in different categories. So if you haven't caught all the lives, you can run the lives. You're in hunting stuff, campground reviews, gear reviews, whatever you want. But I know I've had people just kind of click the link, let it roll overnight or whatnot. And, that time really helps. But yeah, we're starting to make some good progress. 100 and some hours left to go. So yeah, hoping we get there soon. YouTube did change the standard slightly, so there's now a 3,000 watch hours goal, which I have unlocked. So basically for 3,000 watch hours, you can open up things like super chats or memberships, and some stickers and stuff like that, promoting your stores and stuff. So I'm, like I said, haven't activated any of those features yet. I was really looking forward to the ad revenue level of the partner program. So that's kind of with where we'll start, but I might roll out a channel membership down the line. It's just, for me personally, when it comes to channel membership, I want to make sure that I can give you guys some good content in return. So I'm trying to mull together about, if I do a channel membership, like what could that look like? And I was thinking that, one of the things I could do is, like in the past, I've made my DC Outdoor stickers that you see here, right? And I was thinking that what I could do is, maybe make a different sticker for members only or something of that sort, or even include different kind of swag for members only. I don't know. We'll think about it, but um, long story short is I'm not going to roll out a membership program until I know good quality benefits that I can give you guys. Until then, like the big thing I was shooting for is if you're watching and you're getting those little interstitial toothpaste commercials or whatever, it'd be nice to see a nickel or something from those toothpaste commercials come back our way. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But 130 some hours to go, guys. So we're making a good push. SoFlo is giving a big fist bump over to Fish Big. Fish Big's returning the favor. Boom. Happy belated Canada Day. Absolutely. Nope, not there yet. Like I said, got a ways to go for the 4,000 watch hours. I have enough subscribers, just lacking the 4,000. The 4,000 unlocks the full partner program where you get the ad revenue from the commercials. But like I was mentioning there, Dan, they gave another tier. So at 3,000 watch hours and I think 1,000 subscribers, or maybe it was 3,500 subscribers, I don't know, but they added in a second layer, and that one opens up super chats and memberships and some stickers and stuff like that. But I haven't turned on anything there yet. So yeah, we'll see where we go. But for now, yeah, we're just pushing the 4K. Almost there. I've been helping out. Thank you, SoFlo. I really appreciate it, brother. It means a lot to have you in my corner. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to actively watch them either, man. It doesn't hurt my feelings if you just click it and forget it. I've been told that a lot of dogs like DC Outdoors. Just set it on and give the pets some entertainment, or let my voice be your security guard by just having the audio play when you're outside of the house. You do you, but every second helps. So appreciate you guys, jumping in. Not even close to 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, it's funny, man. You have so many subscribers, though, Fish Big. I think that what I found is that the shorts really helped me get to the subscriber count, but the shorts didn't really help me at all with the watch hours. The long form videos and these live streams is what helps me with the watch hours. So I kind of, for me, anyways, I sort of changed my approach. Last fall and into the winter time, I was really, really pumping out the shorts, right? I think I was doing one a day, and I did that for like a month or something like that. And it really, really helped me get up to 1,000. I think I'm at like 1,400 subscribers or something like that. But what I'm learning is that shorts viewers aren't necessarily long form viewers. So it's hard to, I think, pull short viewers over into long form content. And that's a kind of tricky thing, right? So for me, anyways, I find that sometimes some of the gear reviews, especially, have generated a lot of watch hours. Like when I did the Alaknak tent review, or even my little one-man recon tent, or even that little like inverter thing, battery inverter pack thing from Canadian Tire. Those ones actually generated a lot of watch hours. So I'm sort of learning that gear reviews tend to generate good watch hours. Live streams generate good watch hours. Trip videos are kind of like mid of the pack, and shorts help pull in new viewers. But yeah, that's just my take on it. But we'll see how it goes. But starting to make some headway, anyways. But I was just gonna say though, James, once you need a little bit of an extra push on those watch hours, let me know again. I know I went and ran through all of your videos there maybe about a month and a bit ago, but if you need another push, just say the word, and I have tried to do my best to return on the favors that are done unto me. So let me know when you need a hand, and yeah, we'll jump in there. How's the Seahawk treating you? We took it out. So first of all, Fish and Fin, thank you for jumping in. I was saying earlier here when I started, we went out camping here over the Canada Day long weekend. So we got out after work on Friday, and we spent Friday night, Saturday night, and we came home yesterday. We were supposed to stay last night too, but it was way too rainy, and nothing but rain in the forecast today too. So we ended up pulling out early. But I did take the Seahawk out on a couple little trips. I learned a little bit more. So I think when I first initially took the boat for a spin, I realized that I had too much gear in there, and the stuff I was bringing along was pretty clunky, and taking up a lot of space, right? So I took out some stuff, I pared down some stuff, and tried to simplify things a little bit more. One of the things is it has these silly, like inflatable seats that are literally, like I said, like sitting on a balloon or a beach ball. They're not very comfortable at all. And we found that neither myself nor the kids wanted to sit on them. So we took those out of there because all we were doing is packing them out with us, finding out that they were uncomfortable, and then just moving them into the dead space of the boat and making things even clunkier, right? So we got rid of those, trying to pare down the amount of tackle boxes. I mean, my kids, they'll need to bring their tackle boxes along with them as well, especially for just kind of trolling or going simple. So just trying to pare down the amount of gear that we bring. But with two of us, it was good. We did catch some fish, which was great. So we got our first two walleye into the boat, which was nice to see. That was pretty good. One of the things I'm not too sure about is the life of the battery that I got for the trolling motor. So basically, I ended up buying two of these Seahawk boats. So I literally have a fleet of them. I guess I got more boats than the Canadian Navy, but I got two of the Seahawk sets. One of them came with um, the electric engine and the battery and some life jackets, and then the other one came with oars, more life jackets, and so basically I got two sets of them because one of the two sets was advertised as leaking air, but it came with the motor and the battery and so forth, right? So I ended up getting them both sets of two boats, two sets of oars, a bunch of life jackets, an anchor, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to just Mod Podge the best pieces of both sets. So far I haven't even tried the second boat. I only tried the first Seahawk 4. I didn't even try the second Seahawk 4. But the crappy thing is I did find a teeny tiny leak in it. So I guess saving grace of it being so rainy is that it definitely exposed one little pinhole. So I patched that pinhole up. It seems to be holding air, but the drawback about buying used is you might find stuff like that, right? So yeah, the Seahawk though did work out well for us. I wasn't too nervous about using it because it has three air chambers in it. So even if one had a little bit of a leak, you still have two other basically redundancies to kind of keep you afloat. But what I was saying was one thing I don't quite fully trust is the life expectancy of the battery. I took the battery into Canadian Tire and they did the little tester on it, and they told me that the battery is really, really good and it was holding a good charge. But I still don't know exactly how long I'm going to get on running that trolling motor with the battery. So I think, as crazy as it sounds, what I might do is hook up the battery to the trolling motor and just maybe like prop it up on a table or something in the garage and just let it run and see how long that motor will spin for. Because, like I said, I just don't quite know how long it's going to run. And the last thing I want to do is get caught out there somewhere and have it die on me, right? So when we took the Seahawk out over this weekend, I was kind of bringing it out for maybe about an hour at a time, 90 minutes at a time, and kind of bringing it in, popping it back up on the charger and taking it out again. But the other thing I was thinking too is I could probably just buy another deep cycle battery and then swap them too, right? So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on it. But it was nice to get the first fish into the boat. So kudos to my older son. He's the guy who got it done, and we got two walleye trolling with bottom bouncers out there. So that was a lot of fun. hmm They definitely like shorts, and I've seen some of them catch lightning in a bottle and go out to like 4 or 5 thousand viewers in a matter of hours, and I've seen other shorts that go out to like 100 people in a matter of a week, right? So it's weird. I still don't quite understand the distribution, but we're learning. Outdoors with dad. I'll have the dogs watch them again. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Let it roll. I think somebody told me that you can run videos once every 45 days or something like that, and then it still counts for those watch hours. So I really appreciate you giving it another spin and helping me push a little closer. And hopefully we're there together soon. SoFlo at 2K hours, but I don't have a big catalog of videos. 2K is pretty good, man. That's pretty great. So keep at it too, right? Because I know that the your videos, like I feel like you had a couple here recently, and after that you maybe had what, like 6 in the last 6 months, right? So I think the more you put out there, the more chance you have to kind of have some of them driving those watch hours. But same thing what I was saying to Fish Big is when it comes time and you need that extra push SoFlo, make sure you tap me up, and yeah, I will definitely pay back favors, and we'll rock and roll you 24/7 until you get there. Yeah, the Alacnac videos. Yeah, you're that. I remember. I think that's where you and I actually connected. Right, was off our Alacnac video. I think that you had yours up before me. I put mine up, and then you told me about how yours lasted for multiple years set up, which was crazy to me. I never would have thought that it would have been that durable. So it's funny how we could connect on this platform just through a piece of equipment. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot. Hi, Virginia Bushcrafter. Stephen, thanks for tapping in. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day, and wishing you a happy early July 4th. Excuse me. Got some waves going all around. Don't think I should run it dry. What about sticking it in a pail of water? Do you think that would do if I stuck it in a big gallon bucket of water and ran it? If I did that, that should work, right? Let it run in a bucket of water, and then I could literally set a timer and see how long it runs. I don't know. Maybe that's a crazy idea. It's a 30-pound thrust, and it is a deep cycle battery, but I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know the specs of it off the top of my head. Howdy, Arlise. Thank you for tapping in. Nice to see you. Appreciate you swinging by. Virginia Bushcrafter, you have to do it with the little hashtag new friend, just like Denz is doing here. So when you do hashtag new friend, it will share out your link. Outdoors with Den. Thank you for sharing your link. I am looking right now here, and I'll tell everybody a little bit about your channel. So, like I said, Outdoors with Den used to be called Den's Outdoors, I believe, but maybe within the last couple months he changed that around. So, like I said, I think you and I connected through your Alacnac hot tent video, because I remember you posted that you had your video or had your tent, sorry, sitting out for, I don't know, man, I think it was years. And this thing showed like no signs of wear. And I think around that same time, I posted my Alacnac video, and I think you might have come to my page and maybe told me to go check out yours. I don't know, but we basically connected through that. But Outdoors with Den, basically, you're going to see as a outdoor variety channel. So according to the description, Outdoors with Den is all about building things for the outdoors, and of course, camping, fishing, canoeing, boating, and anything outdoors. So Outdoors with Den has 164 videos. Lately, his last series of videos was about his multi-day trip that he had out on his homemade built solar barrel boat, which is absolutely crazy that he built this thing from scratch. So this barrel boat has sleeping quarters, a little kitchenette, a little deck off the back for fishing, TV in this thing. Like, this thing is a pretty sweet rig. So I think, if you like kind of outdoor adventure stuff and a different sort of camping video, you might like checking out that. But otherwise, you're going to see different little gear reviews, different stuff that Den has built himself. Just a lot of different and cool content. So, like I said, I think he and I connected over the Alacnac video, but probably been connected, I imagine, 8, 9 months, something like that, since. So yeah, definitely go check over outdoors. Check out Outdoors with Den. Like I mentioned, if you are going to go check out his page, make sure you surf over to a video, click and watch a video or two, or at least watch a good percentage of the video. Leave a like. Also, a good idea to leave a comment, right? Just say, hey, you know what? This is so and so. We met on DC Outdoors' live stream. That's kind of helpful too, because just in case then if that friendship doesn't stick, the comment hopefully will, and then you guys can reconnect. But just I wouldn't recommend just blitzing other people's videos or channels and subscribing to them after we're not watching, because none of those subscriptions will ever stick, right? You really got to put in a little bit of time, and I won't be offended if you have to leave for a minute or two to go check out someone's page or their channel. So definitely go and check out Outdoors with them. And like I mentioned earlier, I do have the panel posted or pinned into the chat. So if anybody wants to jump up on the panel in the chat, you are always welcome to do so. My only caveat is that you have to be one of my trusted friends. I'm not going to let anybody just up on the panel. And if you want to then kind of talk about your own channel in more detail, you are certainly welcome to do so. So, Virginia Bushcrafter, I am doing really good. Thank you for asking. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, we were out doing some camping over the weekend. So we went out Friday after work. But the weather was pretty crappy, to be honest. And we went and stayed out with the trailer, which is okay. But it's not really the best situation with the two dogs and two kids in our teeny tiny little 14-foot bunkhouse trailer. So not the funnest thing to do, to just sit under the awning and avoid the rain. And there were a couple breaks in the day on Saturday in the rain, which was nice because we were able to get out with the boat. But the forecast, what was called for Sunday, was like rain all day long, and today all day long in the rain. So we ended up packing out yesterday after breakfast and got back, cleaned up. Luckily, it wasn't raining here at home for a few hours, so we were able to dry out some stuff. And then today, just have had a pretty lazy day. I mentioned earlier that when we were fishing out on the Seahawk, I did drop one of my rods out of the boat, which was super disappointing. So I went to Canadian Tire today, pick up myself a new rod. One of my kids' rods got broken. He was casting out a pickerel rig with a big weight on the end. When he casted it out, it broke. So I had to go pick up a replacement rod to move a reel onto, and then replace my rod and reel. So I did that today, and then I figured, have a little bit of time. So jump on in here and, say hello, catch up with y'all. So Virginia Bushcrafter has shared out his link. So there you got Virginia Bushcrafter's link. So I'll tell you a little bit about Stephen's channel. So Stephen is the Virginia Bushcrafter. So from his channel description, you're going to learn and practice bushcrafting on his channel. So the cool thing about Stephen is he is always out learning. He's always testing himself to build new shelters, or new fire lays, or use new tools, new sources of water. So the thing I like about Virginia Bushcrafter is that as the Virginia Bushcrafter, or as Stephen is out learning, you are out learning by watching him. So it's kind of a cool journey, because as he's going along his journey, you're learning from him as he goes. So definitely you're going to see a guy who takes the time to really practice his skills and is sharing those skills with you as he goes. So if you're into learning bush survival, bushcraft, shelters, like I said, fire lays, all sorts of stuff, definitely go check out Virginia Bushcrafter. Like I said, he's a great guy. He's been up here on the panel before on one of my community live streams, and him and I have been connected for a while, and he's a busybody here in the outdoors YouTube community, and I've seen him on a lot of different channels. Like I said, he's a really supportive guy, and so like I said, if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely go check him out. To me, at any rate, if you're a camper, if you're a fisherman, if you're a hunter, learning some basic bushcraft skills goes hand in hand with all of those things. So you definitely can't do wrong by bumping over to Virginia Bushcrafter's page. Howdy Hike with Mike. Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you joining in. Sorry about the runny nose. I think being outside in the campfire smoke has aggravated my nose a little bit. So I will come back right away and talk about Arlie's Delights shortly. But I see that SoFlo Outdoors telling me here about my trolling motor. With a trolling motor, it'll probably last about 4 or 5 hours, not continuous use. Um, Interesting. So 4 or 5 hours of not continuous use. So kind of turning it on, turning it off, or something like that, about 4 hours. Okay, that's good to know. That's what they told me when I picked it up. But buying something secondhand just makes me like a little bit nervous to kind of test the life of it. Um, so I think Denzel's probably saying yes to testing it in a bucket of water. So I don't know. Going back to that for a second, let me know if you guys think it's a crazy idea to kind of just time trial it, like I said, in a bucket of water. Like I said, could be an insane person's idea, but um, fortunately, I'm a bit of a control freak in that sort of sense, and I like to know exactly what I'm getting into. So that's kind of why I was thinking of doing a time trial on it. But um, 4 to 5 hours is pretty good. Maybe I'm worrying too much by bringing it back to shore after an hour. Anyways, Arlie's Delights has shared out her link, so I will tell you a little bit about Arlie's Delights. So, Arlie's Delights is a cooking and baking channel. So, basically, you're going to see baking and cooking, a bunch of different dishes and food items and treats that Arlie likes to cook. So, I'm thinking that Arlie and I probably been connected for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. Some of the things that I've seen lately, I'm just clicking through her videos, but yeah, I watched her red wine brownies recipe, which I thought was pretty interesting. I've never seen somebody make brownies with red wine. The fusion Korean pork belly looked really good. I remember seeing that one. The jerk chicken looked delicious. So lots of really cool, interesting recipes that you're going to see on Arlie's channel. But like I said, she's been a really good friend here of my channel. So I've seen her come back several times to watch different videos, leave comments on my videos. And I always appreciate that she takes time to leave some thoughtful comments, which is awesome. Some folks will just kind of swing by and you'll never see them again. And they'll just say like, hi, best wishes, have a good day. And you could just tell that someone didn't even take any time to watch even 10 seconds of your video. But I always appreciate that Arlie is not only just like dropped into the live streams and helps out that way, but also watches some of the videos. So, like I said, if you're liking cooking videos, baking videos, stuff like that, definitely go check out Arlie's Delights. And like I said, she's been a really great friend. Got SoFlo giving a fist bump, bam, to hike with Mike. I have a hot tent 10 I have a hot tent 10 months of the year. I love my hot tent, man. That is one thing that I am so happy I bought. And I procrastinated for the longest time on getting one. A few years ago, like I don't know how many of you guys remember this or not, but I was actually using my ice fishing tent as my September, October, and November hunting camp tent. So 2 years ago, I guess it'll be 3 seasons ago this coming fall, 2.5 years ago today, kind of thing. But I was sleeping in a little, maybe 6 foot by 6 foot. I think my ice fishing tent is called a Fish in Haven is what it's called. I bought it at Costco like 15 years ago. I slept in that thing with a cot and just a little buddy heater. Like I said, I used it from September to November, and it was not very comfortable at all. The little buddy heaters, I think I was getting maybe 6 hours of heat off of one of those propane cylinders. So you're changing those propane cylinders, burning a ton of them. You have no room to stretch out, no room to get comfortable. Wasn't really retaining any heat, and wasn't great. And I ended up buying the LACMAC a couple summers ago, just because, like I said, for me using it for these extended stays, my God, the cost that I would put out to buy the hot tent versus some guys who sleep in a hotel room, for example, when they're hunting, it's a no-brainer. A few nights of sleeping in a tent, you've already paid for it itself. And so even this winter, I used it in January with the boys for a nice little January hot tent camp, and we had a blast using it. I'm so happy with this thing, man. It's so nice to be able to heat it up with the wood stove, take off your shoes, walk around, be comfortable and cozy, and makes a really, really big difference. Just my morale, when I'm out hunting, I can actually dry out, right, and not burn propane tanks. So, um, such a nice thing to have. And I've used it in the summer months. I mean, we used it in May for a camp out at the shooting range. So you can use it like a summer tent if you want to, but toss the stove in it and you got a really, really good tent that you can use even in the winter time, which is awesome. Just catching up on some comments. 217 Critters, nice to see you tapping in. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Appreciate you taking some time. Just as a favor, you guys, as you're watching this around, please remember to leave a like on this video, and it means a lot. Helps it get out there. And as you guys, like I mentioned, there's lots of different channels here to connect with. So I encourage you guys to click on each other's names and go check you out. That being said, if you do go check out someone's channel, just make sure that you're going visiting for a few minutes and watching a video or two, clicking a like, leaving a comment, making sure that that friendship, that connection sticks. Otherwise, what I found is, like I said, you click on somebody, you'll think that they're your friend, and then they just disappear the next day, right? And y'all are really great people. Y'all have been really great supporters, and yeah, like I said, want to make sure that those connections really stick. Dang, 18 months, man. That's insanity. That's crazy. And I kid you not, dude, that thing looked like good as new. Mm, yeah, I don't want to burn up the motor so slow, so maybe I'll just take your word on it. 4 to 6 hours. I ran my Minn Kota all day with the solar. Yeah, mine's a Minn Kota 30 thrust. So, Flo, appreciate you tapping in, buddy. You have a good one too. And again, happy early July 4th, my friend. Hopefully, you have a good, safe one. I love jerk chicken. Yeah, absolutely. Jerk chicken's really great. Can't go wrong. Nice to see some friends making friends. Nice. That's what I like to see, Arlie. Thank you. Thank you for supporting and making some new friends along the way. That's awesome to see. Yeah, so we're still chipping away at my quest to camp um, at least one night every month of 2023. So far, like I was saying, I did the January hot tent camp. I did February and March ice fishing in the middle of the lake. I think I did one of those. Did I do both with my son? I can't remember if I did one solo and one with my son. I don't know. Either way, I did, like I said, the January hot tent with the boys, two ice fishing overnighters. I did a solo one in my little one man recom tent. So we did that one. I did a Lacknack tent at the shooting range property. And then we have done in June, we've just done two trips now, using our tow behind trailer. So July, we got more camping trips planned with the tow behind trailer. We got trips planned in August with the tow behind trailer. And then September, October, November is going to be hunting season. So you're going to see me out and about again with the Lactac tent during those months. And the month that I will probably find the trickiest to now complete is going to be December. And I just think December's tough because you blink your eye and then it's like Christmas. So I really only got a couple weeks to act on December. So uh, yeah, the one nighter, well, at least one overnighter each month. It has been a really good goal. It's been a really good challenge. Um, yeah, and I really got to thank my wife for encouraging me to get out and do that, right? Because it's so easy to be lazy sometimes, and she's encouraged me not to let one of these months pass me by. So the nice thing is, like I said, with June, July, August being like traditional family camping months, it'll be easy to knock off those three. And then I got hunting camps, which is easy, and then it's just a matter of figuring out what we can do in December. So Chris from Bogley's keeping it real. Thanks for tapping in, brother. It's nice to see you. Happy early July 4th, my friend. Cheers to you. Oh crap, I'm back. Hope I didn't, I don't know what happened there. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? I went to cheers Chris from Bogley's Keeping It Real, and I accidentally hit my beer can on the edge of the laptop, and then everything just went black. So let me know. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. Sorry about that. And someone give me a thumbs up if we're back here. Yes. Whew, that was made me nervous. I don't know what happened. I guess I'll have to minimize my hand waving so I don't make a mess. But yeah, the overnighters has been fun. It's been really fun. Um, it's and like I said, some of the months have been a real challenge. Like I said, we usually do quite a lot of camping in May, June, July, August, right, and then September, October, November. I do hunting, so like 6 or 7 months a year, pretty straightforward for us. But the January, February, March, April can be kind of tough, and then December. So there's a few fringe months that make it a little bit difficult to get out just because they're not our traditional months to get out camping, right? So it's been nice to kind of get out and do that stuff and have those kinds of experiences. The hot tent camp was definitely memorable. The 2 overnighters on the lake were a blast. Um, I really liked the solo one that I had at Easter time. I know I did the live stream where I was playing the harmonica with you guys, and so that one was kind of fun just to jam out the harmonica around the fire. So and I look forward to the hunting camp stuff. My older son, he turns 12 this year. So at 12 years of age in Alberta, you're legally allowed to hunt deer and big game. So it's going to be his first year hunting deer. So I'm hoping that he can, come out and, do some longer stays. Last year, he joined me for a couple. I think he came out at Thanksgiving time, which was nice. And that was pretty awesome. So I hope that we can do a lot more fun campouts with him through hunting season. But I know I'll do some solo trips, and he'll come out. And I was even trying to talk my wife to coming out maybe during hunting camp and seeing if she wants to, spend a few nights out there with the boys and I, which I think she would like if September or October before it gets too cold. But yeah, sorry guys about losing track of you. As I was saying earlier, and like the scroll says below, you can type in hashtag new friend if you want to share your link out. And I do think that I pinned the link to invite anybody up to the panel. So if anybody wants to chat along, you're welcome to kind of connect with me on the panel, or at the same time, if you want to talk about your channel, you're certainly welcome to do that. And like I said, I'm just going to be making sure that it's just people that I trust, right? No randos, I guess, is kind of the rule. Just, like I said, don't want anybody to pop up here and get me or the channel in trouble. Yeah, he really is super excited, Chris. He's really excited to get out there and do some hunting. The Chicken King, I mean, he's had a few good runs, a few good seasons now hunting birds. Um, but getting out with big game is going to be something else. And, I just can't believe he's even old enough to be doing this. It's funny when I go back a few years now to these old videos, it feels like he was just a little kid. And this fall he's going to be out with me hunting deer, and he's even so helpful, even on the weekend, dragging around the boat and getting in the water, and help pushing us out and jumping on the shore and pulling us in, all that good stuff. So, man, you just blink your eyes and they grow so quickly. So, yeah, we're really excited to get him out. But it's funny with the deer season. Like I said, he turns 12 in October, and so typically November is the deer rut, right? So that's usually the time where the deer are the most active, and you start to see that daytime movement of some of the larger, older, more mature deer. And so this year, with him turning legal age just before the rut, I know that he's going to be wanting to get out there and hunting a lot in late October and November. And so I want to get out there and try to fill a deer tag early. So that means that hopefully I can get a deer tag filled with the bow um, in September or early October. So that way, at least my pressure is off, and then I can just focus on being a good guide to help him get his. So yeah, he's been really excited. We've been doing a lot of target practice at the range and kind of getting him in the zone for that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'm excited to get him all settled out there and hopefully get him on a deer. You're super welcome, Arlene. Thank you for being here and for being a good friend. And like I said, hopefully, some of the rest of the DC Outdoors community will come and connect with Arlene's Delights if they haven't yet, and make some new connections. Right? That's what it's all about. A lot of times with this outdoor community and the YouTube community, I guess I should say, um, it's really us that helps drive each other, right? And it's the community that means a lot. It's the community that's helped me grow to where I am. It's the community who's going to give me that push, those 4,000 watch hours that I need. And yeah, it's the community that has each other's backs, right? And those interactions that we make together with our communities is what helps us grow and helps other people find us and make those connections, right? Because I think we'd all agree that you know our best advertising is through each other, right? I don't always see the big shares from YouTube, sharing out our videos, right? So it's often you guys. It's you guys leaving a like. It's you guys dropping a comment. It's you guys sharing out a video. That's the way that we kind of grow our network and kind of cast our net. So um, absolutely, Arlene, no problem. Giving thanks where thanks are due, and I appreciate your support as always. In other hunting news, I guess I did put in for some draws this year. I used to put in and have been putting in for antlered moose, so might get a moose draw this fall, which would be exciting. And I've been putting in for turkey in Alberta, but in Alberta, there's only a few little pockets of the province where we can actually hunt turkeys here. So unfortunately, I think it takes like 20 years to get drawn. It's a long haul to get drawn in this province. I think I'm at 12 years right now that I've been applying and haven't yet been drawn. So, um, man, it's a dream of mine to be able to hunt a turkey. I just think it would be so much fun to be able to bring one of those back and to cook it up, share it with the family. So I'm hopeful that I'll get drawn someday here for turkey, and I think I'm 2 years or so for moose. So I got pretty good odds of getting drawn for moose this year, or if not, it'll be almost a guarantee next year. So uh, I don't know. When it comes to though harvesting a moose, it almost scares the heck out of me. Like if I knock one down, um, man, the work that's going to be required to process and deal with that is certainly going to be something else. So, um, like I said, it's exciting. The thought of getting a draw is exciting for me, but the fear of the work that's required, um, once I harvest one is going to be a hell of a surprise. So yeah, we'll see if we get drawn, I guess, first of all, and then we can start to make some plans, for fall. Hike with Mike and I've already connected a while back. That's perfect, Darlie. That's great. Nice to see. Red wine brownies. Wow, I bet that is good. Little wine glasses there. Using the emojis well, Steven. Yeah. Yeah, they look pretty interesting for sure. That's one thing that goes well together. And I think it's um, often understated is like food and the outdoors go so well together. Like I think of some of my favorite camping trips, or even like this weekend when it was raining, right? It's like the food that you're eating is what fills your belly. It's what warms your heart, makes you feel good. That successful harvest, right? If I harvest a deer, or if I harvest a grouse, or even if we harvest some vegetables out of our garden boxes, cooking that, preparing that, sharing that with others. It's such an important part of that sort of outdoor lifestyle, right? Through hunting or gathering or harvesting or like I said, camping. Um, there's something just magical about that kind of combination of food and the outdoors. So um, I think that it's fun to kind of have that crossover, right, between outdoor content creators and the foodies of the interweb. And I've tried to dabble my toes into the odd little cooking video here or there, Arlie, but nothing quite like what yours are. But they're definitely, there's definitely something to be said about food in the outdoors. It's been really rainy here, which has been good. I think I told you guys a while ago in some of my live streams that we had a lot of forest fires in Alberta. Like no joke, there was like 100 of them, or over 100 of them, burning out of control. The last I checked, it dropped down to about 70 or 77 fires burning in this province. But we've gotten quite a lot of rain over the last few weeks since Father's Day. Um, so I hope that that's helping. It's definitely changed the conditions in a lot of counties. So again, the county where we were out this weekend doing our camping has allowed fires again for campfires. So it was nice to be able to get out and have a campfire, which is awesome. But I really, really hope that the rain is making a difference and impact, for the people that are suffering from the fires. There's been whole communities, whole cities, whole towns that have been evacuated, right, because of these fires. So I'm really hopeful that that rain is helping. And I've seen a lot of stuff across the country. I mean, there's some significant fires in British Columbia and Ontario, really across the entire province of Canada, or country of Canada, I should say. And I've seen some video from folks down in the USA where you guys are actually getting a lot of that smoke drifting in and coming in and causing a lot of grief for you guys, as a result of those fires, right? So, yeah, I'm hopeful that all the rain is, making a good impact, a big difference, and we'll get some of that stuff under control. Otherwise, I'm sure that they will continue to smolder probably right into the snowy season, right into winter. It takes a lot of moisture to kind of put out all those fires, right, when they're burning in the roots of the trees and the ground level of all the trees, right? For some reason, food seems to always taste better when we're out camping. Maybe it's because of the energy exerted. I think you're right. I think it's the energy exerted, but it's also the energy that you have to put in to cooking whatever you're eating when you're out camping. It's not as easy, right? Everything takes a lot more work, right? From preparing the food in the first place, packing it in the right conditions so it doesn't spoil, right? It takes a lot of time to, prep the food items, to build the fire, to cook the dish, right? Everything takes a lot longer, which I love. Like I find that camping is such a great way to blink your eyes and 3 hours passes. It's pretty funny in that regard. I think a lot of it's to do with just like regular tasks that you would do at home just take so much longer. When you're out in the woods, like as you know, Stephen, right? The concept of even procuring water, right? It's not easy if you're out camping and you have to, get the water from a fresh source or filter it or boil it to make it safe, that takes time. If you're gathering firewood, that takes time. Even the concept of even if you're camping in a campground like we did, right? You're still building a fire. You're still, you know, splitting the wood, and all of that takes time. And even if we're being a little bit lazy and using the barbecue or the Coleman camp stove, right? It's still not as easy as you're doing when you're doing it at home. And yeah, like you said, when you're cold, yeah, it definitely tastes a little bit better. When you're tired, it tastes a hell of a lot better. Yeah, some of my favorite camping meals are definitely those hunting months, right, where you get back to camp late and the warm food, like I said, fills your soul. I think food tastes different in the fresh air. Yeah, you're totally right, Dan. You got it. I'm wondering, what are some of your guys' favorite camping meals or kind of camp foods? It's funny for us, we kind of go through different stages. If we're camping with the trailer, I mean, obviously the food that I'm going to eat is a little bit different when we're, have the ability to kind of keep cold food cold in a trailer, right? It looks a little different than if I'm, doing a backpack trip or, kind of tenting out somewhere, right? Would have to be a bit more conservative with the food that we're bringing. Um, but I'm curious, yeah, what are some of your favorite meals when you're camping? I think if I'm doing a backpacking kind of bushcraft meal, I like to try to bring in some frozen venison tenderloin or backstrap, for that first night. So that with like some sweet potato is always good for the first night. Grilled sweet potato with a backstrap, so good. Can't beat it. For breakfasts, lately we've been having, I don't know if you guys are if this is available in the States or not, but we've been buying this frozen stuff called Spuddlers. Or no, is it Spuddlers? I have to double check. I think it might be. But it's like a frozen hash brown and bacon hash, I guess, if you will, right? So we like to fry that up for breakfast and serve that with some eggs and some extra bacon on the side, and it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, it's called Spuddler's Smoked Bacon Breakfast Hash. It's one of my favorites. Can't go wrong with that stuff for breakfast. Even bacon cooked up over the coals, cooked up on a rock or a cast iron pan. Oh my God, so good. Wonder what some of your guys' favorite meals are. My favorite meal is what I call fun food, burgers and fries. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. Me and my wife were saying, and it's funny, like hot dogs. We used to live on hot dogs. Oh, here we go. Love me some hot dogs with camping and instant oatmeal for breakfast. But I gotta say, James, we've now been camping. Like I said, I started in January. I haven't had a single hot dog camping. Even when we were out here the last 2 weekends with the full family, we didn't even have a single hot dog, which is crazy. I do like the instant oatmeal. You can't go wrong with that. Like little Quaker instant oats. Big hunting camp breakfast for me. Instant oatmeal and instant coffee is killer. If you have the extra time, a couple slices of bacon is always good with oatmeal and instant coffee. 1 cup of rice, can of chicken, a packet of soy sauce, and some seasoning. No cornmeal. Yeah, the canned chicken is so handy. The other one that I like to do too is I'll use those little packets of dry like ramen, like the instant ramen noodles, and you can kind of do the same thing, like add some chicken to it. I like adding soy sauce to ramen and even a little bit of peanut butter and kind of like mixing it up together in a little slurry and making like so kind of like pad thai almost out of the ramen and peanut butter and soy sauce. Pretty good. But the cup of rice, I even found and again, being Arlie's probably rolling her eyes because of like convenience foods here, but the cup of rice, I've even found in some grocery stores like canned pre-cooked rice, basically that you just like have to heat up and it's ready to go in a can. Which, again, if you're being lazy, you can't go wrong with it. The canned chicken is nice though too. Kind of can cube it up or cut it up into little bits and toss it in there. And you're right, no cooler needed, right? Super handy for the trail. Yeah, we like to do. The kids like the walking tacos. I don't know if you guys have ever had walking tacos, right? But you're using like your ground beef and lettuce and tomatoes and salsa and all that jazz, and you're kind of like putting it inside of a little bag of crushed up Doritos with salsa and stuff on it. So we've done quite a lot of the walking tacos, and the boys like to eat those, but we haven't done them yet this year. We like that. Um, Trying to think of some of our other favorite stuff. Breakfast, we tend to kind of go with bacon and eggs, or like I said, the frozen corned beef hash or oatmeal occasionally. Lunches, usually hot dogs, like James was saying, but this year for some reason haven't even done a lot of hot dogs. Another thing that's really good that we've gotten are, again, if you have the cooler space for it, or like the pre-packaged chicken skewers that are like inside of the little vacuum sealed thing, and the chicken's already on the skewers. Those are nice and easy to do too. Like on the campfire or on the barbecue, and they're pretty clean because you can just like tear up the package and it's not like a lot of mess. And foil packs are great too. You can do anything in a foil pack. Like my wife this last trip kind of mandolined up some potatoes in a foil pack with some onions, I think, and butter, or something like that. And just kind of cook them and let them steam. Delicious. Again, with chicken or steak or something. Pre-cooked rice and chicken. Absolutely, can't go wrong with that stuff. They're staples, right? Kind of get you out of a pinch, make it a little easier. Yeah, definitely camp food is the way to go. Love it. You can't beat it. Kids caught some perch over the weekend too, which we cooked up. My son caught one that was about 30 centimeters long, and his friend caught another one that was a little bit bigger, and we cooked those up in a foil pouch with some oil and some salt and pepper. Pretty good, man. I haven't had a perch in forever, so those were nice. They cooked up pretty good. A little bit of pin bones in there, but they weren't horrible. Nothing to head out camping. See, it's the best, isn't it? It pairs so nicely too with fishing, right? I like a camping and fishing trip. I tried the eggs and vegetables premixed in a carton. Eggs and vegetables premixed in a carton. They were okay. I don't know if I've tried those before. Is it like scrambled eggs with vegetables in it and you just like pour it like an omelet? I wonder if that's what you mean. Sorry again about blowing my nose constantly. Yeah, we get another Florida friend in the house. Hey, Tressa, thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you swinging by. Happy early July 4th, my friend. Hope you're doing good. We were just talking about camp foods, Tressa, and what everyone's favorite camp foods are. We are saying that everything tastes better when you're out camping. I think one of my favorite ones that I've done is I took like I was saying, I took a venison. I can't remember if it was a backstrap or tenderloin, but I cooked it whole over the coals when I was out doing a backpacking trip, and I mixed it with some ramen that I steamed in some water, and I also had packed out a little baggie with like split peas and some carrots. I don't know if I had broccoli too, but I know I had peas and carrots in there. And I put the peas and the carrots and the noodles and the sliced up venison all in there. So good, all mixed together like a little stir fry. Really yummy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't have to worry about breaking the eggs when they're in the carton. It's kind of nice if they're all mixed with the vegetables ready to go. Oh, thanks, Tressa. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'm terrible with scheduling these lives, man. I'm terrible. We were out camping actually this weekend. We went out for Friday night, Saturday night, and the weather forecast for Sunday was all day rain, and the weather forecast for Monday, all day rain. So we ended up coming home a night early. So I just decided today, we already got everything put away, had some free time, so I'd jump on here and do a live stream. So terrible at being able to prepare anything in advance. So I'm glad that we got lucky and you were able to join in. That's great. Favorite is hot dogs all time. Yeah, you can't go wrong with hot dogs. We were just talking about hot dogs a little bit ago, and I think that they're probably my favorite too. Um, just haven't done any of them this year. I don't know why, but I don't know if we're just so full from breakfast. My kids are funny right now. They want to sleep in a lot, right? So they'll stay up real late and then they sleep in all morning. So they're not waking up until 10 or 11 when we're camping, right? So usually, if we have a late breakfast, we don't really have a lunch, right? Or we might have some sandwiches or some snacks or something. So I haven't even had any camping hot dogs, but they're so good. And if you want to get super gluttonous, a fun thing to do is you can wrap bacon around those campfire hot dogs and grill it like that. And they're so good. Happy July 4th to all. Ours was Saturday. Some celebrate on Friday, some today because it falls on the weekend. Arlise, are you in Canada? Because I had Canada Day on Saturday. I just wasn't even sure. Maybe you are from Canada. Yeah, it sucks for you guys if, yeah, tomorrow's your big celebration. So many of you guys probably had to work. today. Oh, you are in Canada. Cool. Where are you at in Canada, Arlise? And I wonder if you get any wildfires out in your neck of the woods, wherever you are. I'm in Edmonton, and we had a lot of fires burning in Alberta, but many of them, I think, are reduced. And we've had a lot of rain. Oh, you're from Brampton. Cool. Yeah, I think there were some wildfires out in Ontario too, which is crazy. Hopefully, it's a bit under control. I don't know if you guys have gotten any rain out your way, but it we've gotten a lot of it lately. Mm, that's a good one, Dan. A burger with a fried egg on it. You're killing me. It's got to be my dinner time here soon. Yeah, it's almost 6. Dinner time soon. Yeah, my stomach's growling. I can't believe half of 2023 is now history. Wow, lead time 5 grand fun. Isn't that nuts? I agree with you, bud. It's crazy. Yeah, time does fly. I don't know how we're already into July. Blink your eyes and we're going to be at Christmas again, hey? The end of the year will soon be here. Yeah, and feel free, guys, to make some connections, right? I don't know if you guys are all acquainted with one another, but I'm never offended if anyone drops out, goes checks out a channel, and comes back later. You can share your channel link out by typing that hashtag new friend, or I think you can click on each other's pictures or whatever to go surf each other out. So a couple different routes to go about it. There were some now under control. That's good news, Arlie. Yeah, we had almost 100 of them burning in Alberta. I think the last I heard was about 70, and I'm sure it's a little bit less than that. We've had a lot of rain since Father's Day, um, and so I'm sure it's helping. And hopefully that the moisture and the rain is coming into those places that really need it. I've heard that, like with the rain, a lot of times the rain doesn't even touch the ground, right? It's turning into steam before it even touches the fire. So we've had some soakers though, so hopefully, like I said, those soakers are making a difference to the people who need it the most. Almost 8 out there. Wow. Yeah. 6 o'clock for me, so it's going to be supper time soon. Time flies. I can't believe we've already been chatting here with you guys for almost an hour and a half. It's crazy. Time flies. Yeah, Virginia Bushcrafter saying half the year's history, and I'm saying I can't believe an hour and a half has already sailed by. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Yeah. So what kind of stuff do we have going on here for the channel? So, like I know in July, we have another couple camping trips on the books. So I'm sure we'll do some more camping here over the next 2 weeks. See you later, Tressa. Thank you for tapping in, and happy, and safe early 4th of July to you, my friend. I really appreciate your friendship. You've been here for a long time with me, so I'm glad you were able to connect on one of these and take care of yourself. So yeah, in July, what do we have coming up? We're doing some more camping. So we got some more camping trips on the books. I'll be taking out that Seahawk more, taking out my inflatable raft, and hopefully catching some fish in it. I did, like I said, my son got a couple fish into the boat over the weekend, so we'll be sharing some video footage of that one. Actually, this last weekend, the campground that we were at was one that I haven't been out to for a number of years, so I was lucky enough to be able to do another campground review. So this coming Thursday. So on July 6th, you're going to see a campground review video with that one. So there's a little bit of footage in it of one of his fish, and I actually might tease that maybe in a in a short as well, because I think the footage will kind of just get lost in the campfire or campground review video. So probably share up the video in a short. But he got a nice little walleye, so I don't know, probably about like 40 centimeters. We got a couple of them actually into the boat, which was great. And he caught one perch just off the shore fishing. And then my younger son was out fishing with friends of ours, and he got some pike and walleye too. But I didn't get any video of those just because I wasn't with him. But yeah, we had a little bit of luck fishing, which is good. So, anyways, like I was saying, yeah, Thursday we'll do a campground review video. The 13th, we'll probably do a camp trip video. And then 20th and 27th, maybe some more fishing stuff. So we'll see what's to come. But you're going to see a lot more camping and a lot more fishing throughout July. Into August, we'll probably do some pheasant hunting and some grouse hunting again. Or actually, no, I guess September is when the pheasant and grouse hunting starts. So more camping throughout August, more fishing throughout August. So a lot of camping and fishing stuff here over the next few weeks. And then September, October, November, we'll be doing bird hunting, archery hunting, deer hunting, all sorts of stuff. Taking out the 12-year-old to see if we can get his first deer. See if the chicken king can become the deer king. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like summer a lot, but I really enjoy those fall trips. So looking forward to all that good stuff. It's been a blast. Virginia Bushcrafter is tagging out some friends that, some people that he got to meet. So that's really nice to see. So definitely love that. Love the connections that are made between each other. Yeah, I really appreciate the support. Like I said off the hop, I'm about 130 hours to go here on the watch time goal. So thank you guys so much for tapping in tonight and joining. It's been nice to connect with you. I like doing these lives. It's nice to chat back and forth with you guys in this kind of format. If you find yourself bored with nothing to do, it would mean the world to me to kind of give some of those playlists a play over on my channel. The all videos one is a great one to start, but you can also kind of go through other areas. So I have them sorted into cooking videos. I have them sorted into camping, fishing, ice fishing, gear reviews, MRE reviews. So if there's little niches of DC outdoors that you like, you can kind of play those little subcategories. Or like I said, the all videos one is a great one. You just click it, set it, and literally forget it. Just let the playlist run. Like I said, I only need about 130 watch hours to go to reach that 4,000 goal. So it would mean an absolute ton to have a few more of you guys jumping in and helping out. Other than that, though, I probably will start to wrap this guy up here. But I really, really, really appreciate you guys jumping in and connecting with me through the chat. I appreciate you guys making some new friends with one another, making some new connections. And as always, I really, really appreciate, like I said, your ongoing support. I hope that my Canadian friends all had a really great Canada Day long weekend. And I'm wishing my friends in the US a really happy and safe 4th of July. I hope that you guys both have had or are having a really nice long weekend. BB, Virginia Bushcrafter, saying really likes the ice fishing videos. They're so cool, actually being on frozen water and drilling a hole underneath the fish. It is really, really, really cool. And it is so neat when you can see down in the hole and watch the fish kind of swimming around and seeing how they interact with your hook. It is completely a blast, Virginia Bushcrafter. I love ice fishing a lot. And the overnighters are super cool because they can kind of combine that camping element with the fishing element of it. And it just becomes a really cool adventure. And it's something special about being out on the lake and hearing the ice heave and pop and groan as that ice thickens and gets stronger. See those sunrises over the frozen ice, man. It is so special. So I'm looking forward to doing more ice fishing, but we're 6 or so months away from that. But yeah, guys, thank you, Arlie. Thank you, Den, for popping in. Really appreciate you guys all joining in. And I guess I'll close it off as I always do. Once again, go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. If for some crazy reason this was your first time here, though, and you like outdoor adventure videos, gear reviews, and other outdoor related stuff, well, please hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification button so you don't miss anything. As always, guys, thanks again for your support. Remember to leave a like on this stream, and feel free to drop a comment after once this video goes to replay mode. And we'll do another one of these pop-up live streams, maybe again in July, and if not, for sure, we'll do one in August. But hope you guys made some good connections. Thanks for hanging out with me. Once again, have a happy holiday weekend to all my friends here in North America. Thanks again so much, guys, and we'll chat to you guys again soon. Till next time, we'll see you outdoors.